Hello and welcome back. It's been far too long, but we are back in the saddle with another episode of the Bourky Cabinet featuring AJ and
Jessica.
Today, we're going to go back to where we all started, back with the new Riff. We have two different ones today. We have a bourbon and we have a rye that are 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought you were handing it to me for me to plus. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This one was actually signed by the master distiller, right?
Yes, this was signed by Brian, I believe. I can't read his handwriting, but it is the master distiller. So I apologize if it's not Brian, but I know there is a Brian. That looks like Brian, right?
That totally looks like Brian.
Okay. So yeah, pretty sure it's Brian. I've seen his name on plenty of bottles, so.
Just a quick little recap on New Riff. They were founded back in 2014. They are located up in Newport. They really do have a nifty little story about, they owned a liquor store and then found some limestone water on their parking lot and ended up building a distillery. But you can't have a liquor store and a distillery, so they decided to just give the store to their employees, which is really awesome. But this is their 8 year. The first time it was released was 2022 or 2024? Sorry, I forgot. Do you remember?
It was announced in October of 2023. Got released in March of 2024.
Okay, yeah. They did start both of these the same year that they were founded. So they've just been sitting and chilling and aging and soaking up that barrel and letting it go continuously to make it delicious. And naturally, for a New Riff product, like the majority of their products, this is a 100 proof as well. If you are interested in any more of the nitpicky, nitty-gritty details of New Riff, feel free to check out any of our other New Riff videos. We've done plenty because this is his favorite distillery. And honestly, that's probably why I have everything memorized about this distillery. I won't ever forget because we've talked about it enough. So let's get into the bourbon.
Let's do it.
Cheers. Whew. Let me guess. You gonna say it? You gonna say it?
She knows it. You know it. It's alcohol rub.
But for a lot of bourbons to give that alcohol rub that you like to call it, like this one's still very subtle. Like it doesn't singe your nose hairs or anything like that.
Speak for yourself. I feel like mine does burn a little bit.
True. Maybe it's cleaning up my sinuses then. I don't know. But I can tell by smelling it. To me, I get a lot of like caramel and vanilla. Get wood chips in it.
I'm trying. It's gonna be a while before I get back used to smelling all the different bourbons, but we'll get there.
You know what I would like is one day that I could smell this and be able to tell you what kind of wood it is I'm smelling. Like, get that good. You're like, oh, this is a branch from this tree.
It's nice.
It is nice.
Gets me all warm on the inside. There's a little bit of heat behind it. It kind of starts already about mid, and then it just increases, but not too much. Nothing that's overbearing. Kind of stays with you. Flavor-wise, tasty. I do get some barrel notes, and not sure what else.
For me, it does have heat, but it's not too much heat. It does, the singe, it does start like about halfway on the tongue, on the palate there. and then it just finishes up like after you swallow. Then you start feeling the heat in the back of the throat. And for some reason my top lip is a little tingly too, I guess, from touching the bourbon. But I mean, taste-wise, it's very mellow. Like, it's very mellow. I mean, I get a little bit of the wood and stuff, but not as much as I could smelling it, personally. Like, I could smell it more than I can taste it. It's also smooth, kind of rich. Got a little bit of like a buttery, oily texture to it, but it's not like super thick or overpowering or anything. Very nice. Shot. Sorry, I'm preparing myself. Oh, that's great as a shot. You lose all of that heat and that happened at the front, and it still doesn't even start to happen in the back of the throat until, again, after you swallow. But I feel like it even took even longer for that burn to start popping up and coming through. Again, it's just very smooth, very mellow, slightly sweet, but not like really sweet or anything. Just light on those caramel notes and everything. What do you think?
Tasty. I do agree that a lot of the heat, it does take a lot longer to come to you. So be cautious, because it is 100 proof. It will you'll start to feel it later. But
oh yeah.
as far as like all the flavors and stuff, I'm not too sure anymore. I'll eventually get back to it. I think it still has like a little bit of barrel notes in it.
He's been out of the business too long. He's forgotten everything about trying to describe how he tastes. Apparently.
Y'all are gonna relearn with me, so we're gonna start back from square one.
Just saying alcohol rub every freaking episode.
So what would you rate that?
Man,
I guess first rate the sip, and then rate the shot.
Oh shit. That's right, we didn't do fifths. Honestly, the sip, I would give it a 7. It was good, solid, well-rounded, not overbearing in any right. Just had a wonderful balance to it. And then the shot for me is kind of troubling because it's definitely better than the sipper. So, me, I want to do some crazy numbers, but in spirit of this being an 8-year, I will just go ahead and give it a solid 8.
Honestly, I can go with the same numbers. I will also give it a 7 as a sipping, because it's pretty much comparable almost to like its regular New Riff, just maybe slightly better. So, but not enough to really give it any point differences. But as a shot, it does seem like it is better, especially when it comes to like how the heat is perceived and how hard it is to take it. So I'll also give it an 8 for the shot.
You cheated. You just took my numbers.
You'll be all right.
just he's a copycat.
So we're moving on.
Think for himself.
To the rye of the 8-year.
Thank you. So I'm curious what exactly naturally the mash bills are not going to be the same because that one's going to obviously have rye in it. But I was curious as to what these were. So for the bourbon, if anybody's curious, the mash bill is 65% corn, 30% rye, and 5% malted barley. Which is interesting that there's malted barley in that, because usually I get anything that has malted barley, I get a very heavy on the malted taste, and I didn't get none of that. So I'm actually very thankful for that too, because I usually don't like malted barley. So it was very good. Very, very good. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to keep these videos up and start producing them a lot more. Just figured I'd throw that out there while he's still pouring, you know, because we've been kind of out of our element and not doing these. We've still been drinking, mind you, but but obviously not doing videos. Life, you know, being old, adulting, it sucks.
Life is a struggle. Life is a beach, and we're just playing in the sand.
Stupid ass dad jokes. All right, let's go with the 8-year.
The rye.
Yeah, the rye. Sorry, they were both 8. I don't. Yeah. Okay.
So.
Oh.
Same thing, but this is stronger of a alcohol-y rubby smell. Alcohol-y rubby smell. Yeah.
Also, I didn't give the mash bill on this one. It's 95% rye and 5% malted rye. But gosh dang that nose.
Yep, that's a nose of alcohol.
It smells like a field. Just a field. Like a field with like lots of wheat or something on it. Not even wheat, like I guess it'd be the rye, but
so that taste, there's a lot going on. However, I will say, surprisingly, this feels a lot smoother than what the bourbon was. Like I'm still waiting to taste a little bit of this heat, and I ain't getting nothing. So that's really surprising, and it's very dangerous.
See, I get heat on that, but it's just placed differently. So it is more mellow than the last one and I feel like the only reason why it feels more mellow though is because it's barely like hitting the back of my throat. So that's making it feel more mellow, but most of the heat is on the very back of the tongue, which for me is kind of a weird placement for it.
I don't have that.
You don't have that at all? I almost get apricot out of it. Like it's got like a slight fruity fig kind of taste.
Tastes like some type of plant. Or something.
It does taste like a plant too. Literally like chewing on a strip of wheat, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, that I mean, it's not bad though. I mean, for a sipper and especially for a rye, because I feel like most ryes you expect more of it to fight you, and this one doesn't fight you, which is really nice. Actually, it is very nice that it doesn't try to fight you. So I mean, it was pretty good. If I had to rate it though, honestly, I'd give it either the same at a 7 or I'd drop it just a little. But you know, I'm more of a bourbon person anyway.
So what are you putting in?
A 6.8. I knew you'd hate that. I didn't do it to fuck with you, if that makes you feel any better.
I'm gonna give it mine a 7.2.
Good on you.
No,
Look at you going outside.
I'm not giving you that. I will say it is to me, it is slightly better. It's better in one ways, but it's not as good in other ways. So like, I like it for it, you know, having less heat, but I don't know if I like the flavor that's behind it as well. So it's just I'm gonna keep mine at a 7.
Yeah, see, I appreciate though the all the flavors and the heat that the bourbon brings, because like the heat reminds you like, hey, don't drink me too fast. Whereas the rye's like, am I rye? Am I though? Am I? Like, and then that could be dangerous. So
It's very true. Let's see what the shot does.
Stranger danger. Let's go. You get way more heat on that.
Yeah,
I did. Oh my gosh.
I'm getting heat now.
There's so much heat.
It's all in the very back.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's making me salivate a lot. Like
wherever your tongue is, it's going behind that and heating up.
But you know, it's quite surprising because I still got that apricot-y fig kind of fruitiness initially before I got punched in the back of the throat.
Yeah.
With the heat. Like that was it went like the sipping it was like down here and the shot just went whoop, boop. Like, no, I'm a rye. Joke's on you. Should have taken a bigger gulp.
I'll say it for myself, it had a lot more flavor in it. But the heat was what was surprising because it came in as like an after effect kind of thing. And it's almost delayed enough to where it's like, was there anything? And then it's like, oh, bam, gotcha.
It was not delayed for me at all. It was like, I was still like trying to process the fact that I just swallowed and all the heat was right there behind it. And I was just, it was a lot.
So what would you rate that?
It's good. I'm glad that it made me think of a rye. I thought about saying 7.2 just because you did just a minute ago. Yeah, actually, you know what? That sounds like a great number. Nope, 7.3. That's what I'm gonna go with. But yeah, yeah, 7.3. Sorry, I had to really analyze that. But I do like it because, like, more than sipping it, because like you don't get as much of those earthy, like, bleh, plant tastes as you did in the other, if that makes sense. Sorry, go ahead.
I'll give mine a 7.5. It is a little bit better, but I don't think it's a full point better. But I do like it a little more as a shot than I do as a sipper.
Nice. It was. It was way better as a shot. Well, okay, yeah. Anything else you got to say about this?
So on the next episode, I have no idea.
Doesn't even matter. We have plenty to choose from.
You'll see it when I get to it. How about that?
Yeah.
So then until next time.
Ja, matane. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh my God.
That felt so fucking awkward.
That was a little different there, wasn't it?
A little awkward.
Yeah.
Oh.